Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 42, as I always do before I play any games. Going to start at the 1 minute mark. I had a big late dinner, because I didn't eat too much earlier in the day. Very full, very tired. Tomorrow will be a busy day again, but then I should have a nice slow week after that. Okay, here we go. Black to move, here we go. Will I wake up? We shall see. Black. Why can't I? Wait! My lord, my lord. How come I screwed up already? Black, black, I am black. White. White. So where's the win here? Ooh, I honestly didn't account for that. Shame on me. Don't tell me this can win, but he doesn't have any checks. That was too difficult. Discovery on the queen. Looks like mate. And I have a check and then a better king. Nine. This looks good. 10. Hello, Larson pie. The pie of Larson. So you're going to see Yorgi. You're going to see Yorgi. 12. What do you mean? Oh, Larson pie. Larson pie. Larson pie neem. Larson paisan. What are we doing here? I have no clue. Black to move. Larsen pie. You're just gonna have to change your name. I 1400 and I'm struggling. I'm struggling here. Wow. I don't know what to say. So I have check and then mate. It's not mate, but it will be. 14. Mate. 15 white. I am white. I can get Devresky pawns. And I just kind of hope that would work. Didn't really calculate it. I have mate in 2 here. 17. I have a check. I can win the queen. Is that good enough against these 2 pawns? I think it will be. 18. I have a discovery on his queen. Is that good enough, though? It's going to have to be. 19. With an Anastasia's mate. Check is looking good. I'm taking the knight after. This threatens mate. He has to sack the queen now. 21. I have what? I could take and then fork. This. Wait. What happened? I don't know what happened. Oops. I didn't look at that. This is actually kind of a hard batch. Wait, that was... I don't... That was just my hand twitching. I have an excuse for everything, but it kind of was. I did not mean to play that move. I don't know how it happened. I really don't know how that happened. My hand was twitching. I can win a pawn. Oh. Gotta be careful here, but I can always go bishop back. 5 viewers. Zwischenzugs. 19. 19 candles. What if he just hides? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I guess this is going to be good enough. So, and if it goes to king g2, then I have queen f3. Actually, I can still go here. I have check. And then mate here. Can take, and then I can take. Is that winning? Bing, bang, boom, bing, bang, boom, bing. The connected pass pawn should make the difference. I have a check and then knight f2. If it goes here, I have this fork. Oh, actually, I'm just on the king, the queen rather. And here, I still have a discovery. So this should be winning here. 23, black to move. Go check. Queen. 24, white. There's a fork. 25. I have a check. 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 Mate on e7. 35 minutes of February. Okay. Ah, crap. I'm really sloppy. Okay, so what did I miss here? Oh, I thought I had queen d5 somehow. No, I didn't. No, that is mate. What did I miss? Oh, I missed his queen. Oh, okay. I'm so sloppy. So I had to start with queen d5 and then rook g7. My play is not good. My play is not good. Sloppy. Sloppy black. I'm going too quick for one thing. Why does it matter? Actually, can I just take here? Check. Check, bang. Check. Is that enough? I'll be up the exchange. Knight h4. Queen is trapped. 11. We have check. 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 Is that mate? It's not. He's kind of slipped. Oh, is that mate? That's mate, I think. Oh, I'm in check. My bad. Check. Mate in 2. White, I can force the queens off. And then my outside passer makes the win. I have a check, and that wins the queen. And thus the king. I have a check winning the knight. Or the queen, if he wants to do that. He being the computer or the puzzle. It's not even the computer. I think I can fork. I can win, but I can win the exchange, I believe. And I think I cash in 18. 18. I'm threatening mate after bishop f5. That's looking good. Black to move. Black to move. I'm black. I'm black. I'm moving this way, I presume. Okay, so if I push, he can take and then go bishop g4. But actually, if he takes here, I can just queen. So if he goes bishop g4, then I can just take, and then there's not going to... Oh, there's a fork at the end here on f2. There's a fork on f2. Wonder if I need to block there. Because takes is a problem. Yeah, bing, bang. Bishop f3. He could give me a check, but I'm going to take the bishop. So he can take. And I think I'm okay there. That was hard for 1500. Okay, here should be winning. Actually, you would think queen h3 is also winning, though. No, there's f3. So I think it's just queen f3 here. I don't think it is enough to sack. Okay, 21. This wins a rook. Well, no, it wins the exchange. It wins the exchange. Do I have more than that? I don't see it. 22. I can take and then a discovery. 23. Take doesn't do anything. Oh, I've got rook e8. So takes, rook e8, bishop f8, and then I can take there. And then I take, and then I take the queen. 24. Check. Mate. 25. Check wins the queen. 26. One viewer in the stream. This is a little nice tactic here. 27. I presume I take. So take, push. 28. Yeah, I guess I can take on c6 and then take on e5. 29. So if I attack the queen at g4, I can take his rook after. Three, 30 and 3 viewers. So we have a check. Okay, let's look at check. Actually, that's right. Queen a2, let's say queen b2. Check, take, then I have check. Okay, so that's looking good. And if we go to the back rank, I can take a bishop and I'm up a lot of pawns. Yeah, so I was going to go rook. This is underrated, I feel. I feel this one's underrated. That's not the simplest tactic to see. So e3 is hanging, so is my bishop. So is my bishop. What am I talking about? I don't even know. So I think I take on F or C1 rather. And then take on F6. Okay, so my bishop's under attack. I can give a check here and then a check here. And then if he comes here, I can take the bishop with tempo. And if he comes here to d3, I can give a check with tempo again. So here and then take 33. This batch is pretty tricky. So I have a check and then not much after. Not much after. Really sleepy. I mean, I can go knight f2 and take on e4, but I'm still down a piece. Uh-oh. I summoned the dog. I wasn't whistling for you. I was just whistling. You can come in if you want. You can come. Gita, come here. Come on. Come. I don't understand this one. Oh, wait. Could I go to h4? I didn't even see queen h4. I just came with this idea, and then I just thought, why don't I just go queen h4 first? I didn't even see queen h4. So queen h4. So queen h4. I think he has to play h3, or maybe not. There might be bishop f4, but then I can go queen f. So I think he has to play h3 here. Right. So h3. But then what? Because then I'm still into this same problem as before. But at least I've got something to work with. So queen h4, king. H3. But then what? But then what? Yeah, then it's not so easy. I mean, you would think the check. Yeah, so I think I want to start this way again. But it's the same thing. It's not the same thing because it's kings on h1. I'm just going to minimize chat here. So if h3 now, then I go knight f2 and it's a fork on the queen. So so I think it's this and then queen h4. But now there is bishop f4. No, because I still have the fork. Yeah, so bing, bang, boom. And was threatening the fork and mate. So it's 100% this. Okay, 34. Oh, I think it might be check. There's a woodpecker, but we need a bishop. We need a bishop to make that work. We need a bishop to make that work. What about knight g4? Knight g4. It looks good. Oh, he's attacking my queen. So check then, knight g6. You can take this way. I can take with a queen though. I can mate with a queen. This should be winning here. 35. Well, how do we not take? And then check so that we can gobble up the pawns. Right? He takes, I take, and it's not elementary, but should be good. 36. I can threaten mate this way so that the queen can't go to f3. So how does he stop the mate? He doesn't. Well, other than giving up the queen. 37. So I have a check, which seems to do nothing. Oh, do I have time for this? If he goes here, then I have check, and that's going to be mate. So can I survive? He has no checks. I lied. I should have seen that. Okay, well, he's got no checks now, apart from sacking. Okay, 38. So I'm down a piece, down a knight. I can get one back like this, and I'll be up a pawn. If I start with this, and he comes in, then it's a hook mate. And so if he takes, that's not going to do it. So, oh, but this is hanging at the end. But yeah, so actually, I just realized I can't do that. Okay, this is, okay, so check, take, oh, this will be a hook mate. No, it won't be a hook mate. Yes, it will be a hook mate. Well, no, it won't be a hook mate. I have to take with the rook though, because then I have to do something with the bishop. I don't think I like this one, because that's not a simple continuation, is it? White to move. I have a check. Oh, can I go here? Not quite, because takes, check, you can run. F3. What am I threatening? Is this a threat? Yes, it is. Yeah, so take and then take here. That was tricky. 40. I can trade queens and then I have Dvoretsky pawns. 41 last. I have check. I have check. And he has to move the rook or this rook or the king, because if he blocks, then I'm trading and taking his other rook. And I'm up pawns there. Actually, I'll just be up, a rook. And so let's say he blocks. Then I have a check. Oh, I can't even do that. This is okay. Maybe it's not here. Check. Rook G2. Oh yeah, I can take on H6. Yeah. So whatever. So if he moves one of those, I just go Rook H6. Yeah, just go Rook H6 there. And I'm done. I'm going to open up chat, get one wrong on purpose. Okay, that took 36 minutes. A little slow, but I'll take it. I call them Dvoretsky pawns because Dvoretsky talks about them in his endgame manual. Hello, Shrey. So if you have pawns, if the rook can't immediately take the pawns, and you can get pawns either on the both on the 6th rank, or you can get them on the 7th and 5th ranks, one of them will promote. I call them Dvoretsky pawns. I've never heard anybody else call them that, but that's what I call them. Okay, so got that done. Now it's time to play a game. Boom, boom, boom. My rating has plummeted. I need to work on my time management. 22-16 opponent from Germany. I need to play faster. Faster. We have this will transpose into the English line of the Najdorf. Got hiccups here. Hello, Advik. Okay, still theory. How to play the Dutch. I'm not the right person to ask because I'm getting my ass handed to me game after game. Yeah, but this is a theory. Black is always the first one to the punch. So 92, I think 98, 94 is also a move, but it's not as common. This is more the computer recommendation. If 94, I think I'm still going to 98. I don't play the Stonewall Dutch, Shrey. Yeah, I heard you, Advik. Hello there, Jostenso. Okay, Advik, you can calm down, please, a little bit. We heard you. Don't make me bring out the hammer. We know you're excited. Okay, this is unusual. I'm just going to minimize chat. I want to focus here. Okay, so that is probably not great. So I can take it and then bishop f5. If he takes here, I've got d5, I think. So I don't want to spend too much time on this. So let's move ahead. If bishop e3 is interesting. I think I have to take on if he goes bishop e3. Okay, this is a very unusual line he's playing. Rook c8, then bishop e3 is more or less forced. I could go a5. I'm tempted to just go rook c8 right away, but I think I'm going to go a5. So, is this a problem? No, I can still go a4. Sometimes they can park it on c6 and yeah, okay, so a4, so you got knight c1. I think I can play a4. I don't think I need to prep it. Rook c8 is still interesting, but yeah, there's bishop e3. But then you can't play knight c3 there, yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know. I'm a little wary about playing a4 in this exact position. Okay, so a4, knight c1. The setup I usually do is a3, b3, and then play from there. But I have a feeling I should play rook c8, but rook c8, bishop e3. Like and then takes, and then I could go a4. Is that a better version, you know? What else would he have after rook c8? I mean, he has to play bishop e3. I mean, this is the simplest. I mean, this is the most natural. It's the most natural. This is what I normally do. What about queen c7 first? Because there's no rush on a4. There's no rush. So let's go queen c7, which is not normally how I would play. I would normally play a4 and a3. But in this exact position, I recall, like my memory is saying that we don't quite push it yet. I think a4 would have been okay, but I'm trying to play. Yeah, so here I think we need to take. You could. Well, let's take that first, and then the question is, do I want f5? Sometimes I end up playing f5 too early. He could take with a pawn. That's obviously what he's considering. So now I go a4, and then I have knight c5. So the main thing is his queen isn't hitting b4 anymore. So, but he can also go to e2. But yeah, so I push, like he moves somewhere. I go knight c5. He could take. It's possible. I'm going to go with this plan though. I'll be left with a bad bishop. I could also start attacking f2, but now he can do things there. But yeah, so if I go rook fc8, he's getting this in. I don't like that. And then I can't play f5 anymore. So maybe I should play f5 right away. I don't know if I should. I've gotten into trouble doing that in the past. But yeah, I'm kind of experimenting this game. Like queen c7, I normally wouldn't play. I normally would have played a4. This will be very interesting to look at after the game. So I was thinking about taking with a knight, but there's value with taking with a bishop. How does one decide? I'm going to take with the bishop. Oh, wait. There's this. Okay, so let's take with a knight. I'm not sure. I'm left with a bad bishop. Okay, so now rook f8 maybe? And he always has bishop c1 to defend if I get this in. Like boom, 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 boom. He always has bishop c1. Okay, yeah, but let's come in here. Okay, so let's do that. I'm threatening knight d5. Well, I don't even know if that's a real threat because he can just hide here. But then b3 might be good. No, he can challenge me. Would a3 be good there? Potentially, yes. Boom, boom, check, king a3, king a1, a3. Bishop c1, check, check, check. Yeah, that would be almost mate. I can't even go here after. I mean, I've got threats here, but I don't know if I can do this right away. It's very close to winning. a3. But I don't know if it's actually winning. My bishop is my problem piece here. b3 might be interesting. It cracks everything open. But I'm not sure. It's like rook c1, check, he just hides. But then I've got a3, then you've got b3. I don't have anything there. Yeah, my bishop is really crap. I mean, this is so close to working. Check king a1. Okay, he doesn't like this. He's scared of it. I don't know how I improve the bishop. Do I have time to reroute it? Queen a5. I remember this being an idea too, but there's this. But I can always take. Should I take right away? Let's say he takes with the f pawn. Okay, but let's take that. So if he takes with the f pawn, I don't know. Do I switch sides? But then he's going to have the initiative. But I don't think I have anything here. I have a whole lot of nothing. a3, he might do nothing, which is probably might be smartest. If b3, I guess I could go queen c3, or yeah, queen c3. And then if takes, okay. So again, I could open things up. So takes, and then I could play on the H file. Should I stack a pawn there? Otherwise, it's a3, b3 here. Bishop c1. But then I have rook c4. which I could try. So let's try that. I don't know. B3 might have been really good there, but I have to make a choice. I just realized I dropped the B4 pawn here. Oh no, then I have rook B8. Okay, so, but I had to make a choice. Like B3 was also very interesting, but I'm down to 3 minutes. I just got to play, you know, I just have to play. So, oh, I thought I had rook C4. I don't have rook C4. So I'm going to have to do something like this. So let's come back in here. I thought I had rook C4. You might go rook D3. I guess I'll play after this. With does he have F4? No, I can take. Okay. So I am threatening this. Okay, yeah, that's smart. Then he can play F4. Yeah, that's a smart move. Okay, well let's protect this. Yeah, he might have F4 now. Oh, you got to watch out. I've got queen G1. He's got to watch out. Takes queen G1. Okay. Oh god, that's annoying. Okay, got to stay on this pawn. Yeah, he might have it now. He might have it now. No, I've got bishop F6 still. Barely hanging on. Oh, this will be so interesting to analyze. It's a super theoretical game here. Yeah, this would be a very, very interesting game. Let's just go right away. I mean, this is scary. He's attacking. I have he's really shut me out. Maybe is this a move? I've got no play. He shut me down. Maybe I go rook B8 and then I bring in the queen. I can take and then go rook here. So let's do that. I just need to hold. I have a tiny time advantage. I don't know. Okay, goes there. Now you can play on the H file. You can just reroute. Just reroute here. Yeah, he's rerouting. So let's bring in the other rook. Yeah, he's going to go here, right? Okay, it's going to take him time though to build that up. I've got a time advantage. He should probably try to hold on to this while he can. He probably brought the queen back too far, maybe, because yeah, I'm hitting C6. Or maybe this makes more sense. And then do I want to go for this? He could try check here. So he needs to do something like this here, but he doesn't have time. He needs to defend this pawn first because he's got back rank issues. Yeah, he needs to defend that. So I could go here. I don't know if that's the right way to do this. It's probably not. What am I doing? He's just going to take. So let's bring in the queen. By the time he gets this, even if he gets that in, we're still okay. So he's in some trouble here. Because I'm threatening rook d4, I think. Is this a threat? Might have been, is this a threat here? Yeah, he wants this next, right? Push. Go in the clock myself. Push, push. Okay, let's go here. Okay, here. Because I'm threatening mate. Because I'm going to get into here. F3 maybe? I just need to survive for 20 seconds. This will be a very nice game. Well, I can just take. So I'll do that. I just need to not get mated. Yeah, that forces this. Go here, grab this one. I think he's going to resign now. He's got 10 seconds. No, he's still playing. Cut off the king. Then bring up our king. Win. Ooh, that's a nice move. Well, I can take and then take. So take. That's a little closer than I want. So I'm going to let him keep that. I didn't see that. Okay, got the win. It got a little messy at the end, but I should have just played. I don't know if I should have played quicker. I won the game. It wasn't. I played very well, but at the end I got a little sloppy. But he burned over his time. So I had a nice win there. It was a theoretical. I played a little bit different than usual. Like as I say, normally I go A4, like A5, A4, but that position is a little bit different. Because he played the early knight d5 and then I had the bishop on f6 and everything. So this will be very interesting to look up in CPT, which I can't do yet. So this is all normal. So the main line is knight f d2 here. Knight a4 is more the computer line. And then knight d5, maybe it's playable. He had a decent position, but it's like the third best move probably. And then I burned a lot of time here because no, it wasn't here. Yeah, even here I was really considering rook c8, bishop e3, and this might have been just a transposition. It kind of transposed, except I put the queen on c7 instead of the rook on c8. So I'm curious about what the computer says about all that. And then even here, I was hesitant to play a4, but I wanted to play knight c5, which I didn't end up playing. And I b3 was a very close consideration. Maybe it was good I didn't do it, because then after he takes, he might have had rook c2. I was going to go queen a5, but he might be escaping there. So I went the safer approach, and just kind of held on to everything. And we're a bit better here because, we have a pawn on a3 and white has a weak pawn on d5. And, our pawns are nice and safe. I was constantly threatening the dark squares here. I'm trying to kick out the rook so my queen can threaten mate again. Grab the pawn, and then, well, here we're up a pawn. And then he played well here. I mean, this was just a time scramble at this point. I didn't really want to allow this. He was getting too much play here, so, but I didn't see that. I couldn't do anything against rook g4. Pretty annoying. Maybe I should have just taken these pawns, but I mean, I should be winning there, but it's close. Yeah, and then I fell for this too, but he had half a second on his clock. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. Taking down a 2200, not bad. We like those. We like those. Yeah, this was just time. This was just all time stuff. 15 viewers. Hello, lurkers. Okay, so I played a little bit inaccurate in the late middle game. Or that might be like mid game. But otherwise I played pretty well. So let's go all the way back here. So this knight d5. Oh, wait a second. This is actually the second main line. I thought it was third. Oh, Lichess. Come on, Lichess. The engine. Yeah, so it's actually the second main line. But yeah, it's not. This is not good for white. Okay, so a5. Yeah, so both a5 and rook c8 are fine, and queen c7. So maybe that's what I was right to be conflicted. If they take here, we just take on c2, which is winning. So bishop d3, I was going to take, and then I was going to go a5. So it would have been similar. But I went a5 first, and mouth is dry. Queen c7 was fine. There is a4 as well. I guess we have some leeway in how we play this. Yeah, taking was best. And computer gives a tiny preference to f5 first. Never mind. Yeah, it's neck and neck with a4. So a4. I thought maybe he goes to c1, but I guess that's a worse square. Maybe because the bishop can't go to c1, so it's, those threats might have been more imminent on b2. So he went to the best square, and then f5 was good. Knight was the way to play. I played pretty well. And these weren't only moves. If you've been following the engine, black has had 2 or 3 moves every move. So, it's not really the best way for white to play. So was it here? Oh, apparently I can take on e4 first, and then rook c8. Okay, that's just a transposition, pretty much, more or less. Apparently queen c4 is a move. That's the best move by a hair. Kind of strange, but I did this. And then b3, b3 was good. Slightly better than a3. I considered this, because you crack open the position and then you go queen a5. So this would have been slightly better. So at least, okay, so that was working. And yeah, I mean, I played pretty well. I'm happy with that. Doesn't like bishop f6 though. I was just, if his queen ever moves, I'm always threatening. Well, even that's not a threat, because what is my bishop going to do? It just seemed natural, a natural square to go to. Instead, it wants to go rook. It wants to double. What is rook f7? Yeah, I don't understand rook f7. It wants to play over here now. And it's, oh yeah, and by the way, it preferred queen c8. It wants to, which makes sense because if his rook ever vacates that rank, I can always come in here. So wait, sorry, queen c8, and then if he takes, oh, and then rook f3, and then we have back rank, and if he goes, whoops, if he goes back to the back rank, then apparently queen f5 is winning. This rook has problems. Okay, interesting. Yeah, so there were better moves on bishop f6 apparently. I had rook b8, rook a b8 in mind, and that was a good move too. And this was a blunder. Yeah, because I get rook f4 now. Yeah, and then yeah, just too many weaknesses. Okay, so I played pretty well. Where I didn't play pitch perfect, they weren't big swings. There was like a 20-30 centipawn difference. So I'm happy with that. Let's play another one. (1943) opponent. Oh God, I'm shrinking. Oh, I can never get the camera just right. Oh man. Good. Okay, sorry. Oh, I'm wasting all my time. Is e5 a move? I just wasted 5% of my starting time. Adjusting the camera. I gotta make up for that. So where do we want this? Okay, let's just castle. Okay, he's playing like a kind of like a almost like a, whoa, was that a mouse slip? I think he thought that was his queen. Okay, let's go c4. So I'll just grab space. Then knight c3, maybe knight bd2. Yeah, let's go knight bd2 because then I might go e4. I can't go e4, but maybe here next. Okay, this thing. Let's go here. Yeah, because I wanna get this in. Okay, so I can go e4 now. That took a bit longer to get than I wanted. And is f5 a move? d5 opening up my bishop. Is this a threat? Could be. Could it be? Let it be. No, I just take on g7, I think. He's got this. No, he can't even do that. Yeah, so d5 he takes here. I think I can just take on g7. So if he takes here, then I take. If he pushes. Okay, I don't know, but I gotta make a choice. f5 was interesting as well. f5 was interesting. Okay, just dominate him here. Okay, this bishop is cut out. My bishops are open. f5 now, I could sack this pawn. Sack the pawn. I could also go knight here. Knight d4. Knight d4. He's got this discovery, but I'm on the queen. Yeah, so I think I can go here. F5 is interesting there too, though. Bishop g4. I can put in the other knight. I am pinned here, though. Was this knight... Okay, this knight was covering e4, so he could go into e4 now. He could. But then I've got knight c6. I'm going to remove his fianchettoed bishop. Yeah, so boom. Yeah, so boom. Boom, knight c6. Okay, I hope this works. If bishop f3, I might go rook f3. Or maybe queen f3 makes more sense. Queen f3 might make more sense here. Yeah, so here I was going to go knight c6. And then I can take on g7. Time-wise, I'm doing okay. Oh, interesting. Oh, does he actually win material here? No, I think I'm slightly ahead in material there. Okay. Yeah, I didn't consider that though. Interesting. So rook b1, he has a fork. I got queen d4. I don't really like this fork. Okay, so what if I take... No, that doesn't work. Well, it might. Push. I'm out of this one now. Wow, very interesting. Very interesting that he played that. Okay, so rook b1. No, he played a very interesting move. So rook b1. And I wonder if I give him back the queen. Would that make sense? It's possible. It's very interesting. My queen is actually trapped after rook b1. I have nowhere to go. Or maybe I could go here and then here. Okay, so boom, boom, queen d4, but then he's got check. Yeah, I think I have to give him back the queen. Very crazy. Or I could take here, freeze up c2. Okay, that's my good bishop though. It's hard to part with it. So if he takes on a1, I might save my bishop. Yeah, I might save my bishop. If I take, he could take with the rook, and I don't really like that. But then at least my knight can play. So boom, boom. Yeah, okay. I am going to take this. Hello, Gamma. You're sure taking your time with that book, Gamma. Yeah, because I've got knight g5, so this is looking good. And then I have knight g5. He has to go here, but he's, yeah, so let's go here. Then I have knight g5. So knight g5, then he has rook e7 of h3, and he's okay there. Yeah, he's okay there. Okay, so he goes rook here. He's fast. This is sharp moves, and he's playing so quick. Okay, so he goes. I mean, h3 just to move. Wonder if I should cash in here. Take. No, let's keep this. Let's go here. His bishop's trapped. No, he's got this. Okay, g4, and then he's gonna go here. He can survive. Yeah, why is he thinking here? What's there to think about? Maybe I've got g4, f5? I don't know. I don't really think I have anything here, but wow, another crazy move. Wow, this guy is so good. Okay, we'll go back. Okay. I don't know. He's too good. Is this a move? And then here. He's got rook here. Here. I've got no time. That's a strong ass 1900, I gotta tell you. I tell you what. Going to flag. Okay, check. G5. Taking in the G5 is scary. I don't have anything here. Yeah, G5 is scary. That too. Okay, just gotta push something. Whoa! I pre-moved that for some reason. Or this was just a blunder. I'm just panicking. Once I get to a minute on the clock, I panic. Oh, what am I doing? That was the worst move ever, C5. Oh man, C5 was crap. Panicking here now. We can't take it, so I can't do that. Okay, so just make a move. Just move. You have a minute, man. But this looks really bad for me. That was a blunder. Yeah, that was a blunder. He played really well, man, for 1900. That was a very interesting queen sack he did. Very interesting. I feel I'm a little bit better there, but yeah, that was very interesting. He played very, very well. He was 1800 a month ago. Hard to believe. He played that very well. Well, the opening was suspect, and this has to be a mouse slip. I'm pretty sure he meant queen e7. Not sure about the d5. I was thinking f5. So we'll see what the computer thinks about this. And yeah, this bishop b2 is extremely interesting. And this was also very interesting. Bishop e2, like, yeah, but I think this was a mistake. Knight d3. And I'm not sure about the bishop e2. Like, maybe I'm okay, but I have to be so careful. And here I'm probably a bit better. And then I played c5. That I was just panicking. That was silly. And then he just dropped the knight. Had he not dropped the knight, I should be winning, but it's not an easy win. Oh, okay. Let's look at that with the engine. So 2 wins in a row. That's nice. It's nice to win for once in my life. Let's see what survey says. Oh, what? There's a dip here. So what happened there? What did I miss? So this was I'm curious about the f5 as well. Coming up. Oh, sorry. Let me just stop it a second. It prefers the knight on c3, so we can control d5 as well, maybe. But it's not a big deal. Didn't like bishop d3 either. Queen c2 now. I'm not smart enough to understand why this is. I don't understand why it prefers the queen on c2. Oh, there might be e5, e4 threats. Maybe. Okay, so this was the blunder, d5. So I was considering f5, not ideal either. It wants to go queen c2, build things up first, like queen c2, g3, c5, maybe bring in the rooks. It's also saying knight e1. What the hell's, excuse me, that about? I have no idea. So some odd computer suggestions here. But this was a blunder. So after takes, knight c5 is winning, but so is knight takes d5. Oh my goodness. Wait. Is it because of knight e3? I think it's because of knight e3 here. Missed that. I got to be careful about these. When there's 2 fianchettos, there's always tactics. I need to be more careful. I normally don't like diagonally fianchetto like this, so I'm not so used to it. But yeah, there's a tactic there. But also his move was good too, knight c5. And I think it's again because he's got discoveries in a lot of cases here. So again, there's knight takes d5. It still works. Nothing has changed. He didn't see it. And then, yeah, we're better here. So bishop takes b2 is the best move. So that was a crazy, crazy, crazy find. I don't know if I would have found that. Imagine if you're black here. Sacking your queen. Wow. Because you have to calculate a fair bit after that, like rook b1, like, and he did it so quickly, like 10 seconds. That was such a crazy queen sack. Yeah, so we are winning here, but it was scary, and I had to be careful. Yeah, and this was all good. So even though had he not blundered the knight, he was still losing. I mean, well, I thought he might be, but yeah, because it's hard for the rook and the knight to both defend themselves and stop my queen and my pawn. And yeah, it's hard. So, okay, 2 wins in a row. I'm getting pretty tired though. I'll play another one, even though I'm tired and chat is dead. Because I only played 2 games so far. So let's get another one in here. White again. This guy doesn't have too many games. Abi Abdillah. With think on move 2. He played move 1 quickly though. Can I still play e3 here? Is e5 a problem? Shouldn't be. It would e5 can transpose to the frums, I think. Okay, so we will pin the knight. And I don't know, I'm not going to commit to casting yet. I'm going to go b3. I'll take, and I'll go knight e5. So we secure the bishop back. We get our bishop back. Oh, wow. That's amazing. Okay. I could trade bishops, but would I rather it be on b2? Okay, let's not overthink it. But bishop a3 was interesting there. But I don't really want the knight on a3, so never mind. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to castle. Is d4 a move? I think I have queen f3. Okay, d4, I think I have queen f3 here. You might have knight d5 after though, like take 6, knight d5. I got rook e1 maybe. Or bishop d4 if I have to. Okay. So yeah, this is certainly interesting though. I'll have to look at that. I could go king h1, then I'm threatening here. Could also go d3, let him take. But I think I just want to get out of this to begin with. Maybe knight a3. Yeah, that. Oh, yeah. That's the plan, boys and girls. If you start chatting, you get blamed. That's true, but I need to blame somebody. But this is the plan. So okay, this should be good. Knight c4 is a promised land for the knight. Can't get attacked. Defends the key squares. What's not to like? This is a nice game. Okay, rook here probably, rook d8. I've got e4. Ooh, is this a move? Okay, well, but how about e4 first? I mean, that just has to be good. Has to be good. I love this position. And I'll go d3 next. And then rook a e1. Or I might go rook f3 and then rook a f1. I haven't decided. I might move this bishop too so I can play a4 because he's going to go a5. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to go here and here. What's he going to do about it? Okay, well, wrong. Never mind. I can't even do that. I'm dumb. Okay, so g4, g5. Oh boy. g4, e6. Do I want g4? I don't know. I don't know about g4. I could put rooks here and then play c3. I could put a pawn on a5 and then rook a4. You know, but I don't really have time. Well, how did he? No, wait. He can't even attack me. Okay, so yeah, let's go here. Okay, yeah, let's do that. And then I'm going to try for. I might go for a4, a5, and then rook a4. Okay, that's not easy for him to stop. So he'll have to go a4, and then we have a target here. Nice plan. Nice plan. Yeah, he can come and harass my bishop, but I'm happy with this plan. You know, win or lose, I won the previous two games, so I'm a happy camper. You know, I'm not asking to win every game. I just want to win some games. So the nights when I lose almost all my games is pretty frustrating. He might try like rook g8, g5, crack things open, but I'm not too worried about that. The thing is, this is pretty miserable for black because black doesn't have any moves. Yeah, so I'm gonna just fix that. Now that's a weakness. I can just put the queen on d1. Do I stream 7 days a week? I try to, but on average, it's probably 5 to 6 days a week, I would say. Some days I'm just too tired, too busy, too dizzy. But generally, I stream every night. Starting at around between 7 and 9 p.m. typically, sometimes later. Yeah, so he is trying for this. Okay, so yeah, I could go here. He's offering me a draw. I don't want to draw. I love my position. Queen f2. No. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go here. I can't believe he offered me a draw. Okay, now watch him win. But I'm gonna go to d2. He'll put a rook on a8. Then I can come back and attack here, but I'm not gonna rush anything. Yeah, here we just push. Taking had some potential. But I'm going to push, and then I'm going to go g4, g5. Why not b4? what does b4 do? Then he opens up a file for him to attack. I don't really like that. Okay, so I think just g4, g5. Now chat talks when I'm lowering the clock. Okay, so queen d2. He defends it somehow like this. And I don't have anything. It supports. Oh yeah. So I think so. G4, G5. Do I want to go for rook lift or should I just go? No, let's just go here. Let's just go here. Time wise, I'm doing okay. And most of the time, I offer someone a draw and they decline. Yeah, when I offer draws, it's more than fair. It's a gracious draw. And then they decline it, and then they lose, and then you feel good about that. Okay, do I have this? Yeah, I very nearly do. So what I would like to do, look at this move. Look at this move. Now he might see it and go here, but I'm hitting a5 and I'm threatening bishop e7. And then takes and then mate. Boom, what a move. Let's see if he sees it. So does this actually stop my threat? I think it does. No, because I can still just take on a5. And then I can just trade there. I don't know if I want to trade queens though. So that could get a little bit tricky. I might trade queens though. Or I might have, I guess I could hang on to it. I'll hang on to it. Yeah. So he goes knight e7. I take on. Yeah. So now I go here. Oh, tactics, man. I'm playing decently today. So I win the exchange now. Yeah. He has to give up the exchange. Okay. G4 still. Okay, let's go G4 still. He might, that doesn't do anything. It's going to be hard for him to come up with a plan here. Oh, that was a very nice move I made. The queen D2 move was very nice. I'm sorry. That was a nice move. Okay. So what about here? He has to take. And then I take. That's looking good. So let's do that. Because I'm threatening G6. I've been playing well today. For once. Especially this game. This game is beautiful. Now watch the engine say I suck. But this was a beautiful bird game. This was a beautiful bird game. Just positional. Look at my beautiful pawn chain. Okay, so I'm thinking about taking here because G6 is really weak. He can go C5, but my other rook's going to come in. So he can go here, but I'm also hitting his rook here, so that's going to be problematic. So he's got to go rook, and then he's got C5, but my other rook's coming in. Yeah, so let's just come in here. So rook G8, and then rook AF1. He's going to come in here. I might sack the exchange at that point. Yeah, so let's just come in here. This is annoying. It is. So knight f4. Yeah, it is annoying. Might go h4, h5 here. So takes. I could double up or like attack it again. Yeah, but what about h4? H4 rook moves. Yeah, can I go h4 here? Yeah, I think I can go h4. Gotta be careful. His queen is awkward. His queen is awkward. He's got to make 2 moves with the queen. This is very awkward for him. Very awkward. He's got to make 2 moves. He doesn't have good moves. Like, you know what I mean? You got to do something like this. So it's hard for him to find. Yeah, so h5 he can take, and then I have this. No, I don't. Yeah, so he can just take here. At some point I might have to sack back. I think I'm going to go for this plan. Because I think I have to sack back. I just hope I'm not dropping my queen. That would be he's got rook f. Okay, he's got rook f7. And this gets dangerous for me. So takes. Yeah, so he doesn't have good discoveries. So rook f7. Very interesting. I don't have... How do I break through here? He's defending very well. I have h5. He can't go knight takes. So he takes here, and then it's not mate, but I'm going to win the rook there, except he's on my rook. Yeah, so rook f7, h5, takes here. Okay, he doesn't do that. Now he can take with the knight. Yeah, well now I just have to exchange here. Yeah, the rook f7 was, I'm not sure if h5 was working. And I will do it this way. Gotta watch the clock. Queen e5, I have check. Okay, here. I can take, but then no, he's coming in. So let's not let him do that. So we go here. It's so easy for me to blunder. I gotta really be vigilant. Vigilant is the word. So now I can take here. So he might lock that under. But then I've got this. I'm not sure about that. So queen d6. Yeah, queen d6, and we got this. That should be winning. That should be winning. Okay, he might have here. Or this again. But then I can probably trade. No, I have this check again. Yeah, so here we have check. It's hard for him to play accurate. And then we have mate. Okay, woo! Nice game. He defended very well after a rocky start. Yeah, kind of a newish account. Yeah, his rating only goes up. I don't know. It's a little weird. Got to be a kid. He was like 1,600, 1,700 10 months ago. A kid on the rise. Oh, you guys can't see, but that's the rating. Thank you, Ziggy. Yeah, that was... He defended well. Okay, so let's look at that from the beginning. Yeah, So nobody knows what to do against the bird. So we got a fantastic position. Bishop c5 was very interesting. I didn't want to play d4 because we're just blocking our bishop. So you would think castling is correct. And yeah, so this bishop c5 was very interesting. I think queen f3 is correct. Maybe queen e2, same idea. King h1 made sense to me because I wanted to play here eventually. I loved my knight a3, knight c4 maneuver. And yeah, played e4. We have the better pawn structure. So I felt very, very happy with his position. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys. Like, maybe you think it's pretty equal here. And maybe it's close to equal. Maybe it's even equal. But I was really happy with my position. Like, positionally, I have everything I want. And then I came up with this really cool tactical idea. So first of all, I started to attack this weak a pawn. I forgot about rook g1. Oh yeah, I wanted to play g4 here. Yeah, and then I loved my queen d2 move. Not because we're attacking this, but I had it's a double attack, right? Because I'm threatening bishop e7. And if he moves to rook, I take and then takes and it's mate. Plus I'm hitting a5. So I loved that I saw that. And he saw it too, so he let me win the exchange. And then I just started attacking. And I just kept opening up lines. And once he got here, I mean, there was no stopping knight f4. Maybe this is not good because he can put the knight on f4. So maybe I had better. Like maybe I go rook a f1 first. When I've got threats like this, maybe. But I figured I was up like a pawn or two, and the exchange, and his pawns are worse. So yeah, just brought in my other rook. H4. I thought about rook g4, but then after rook f8, I didn't know. So yeah, this was kind of hard to crack here. And now, yeah, so here if rook f7, yeah, I was not sure how I was going to continue. Because if I go h5, I think I was just calculating this. So rook f7, h5, gh, and then I have check. Oh, that would have been mate. No, it's not mate. Check. Yeah, so this is what I was not sure about. Oh, but I would win the rook. That's why he didn't play it. So he was defending very well here. Because that's like 5 moves ahead. So yeah, and here I just simplify. Because I'm up. What? I'm up 2 pawns. Another nice little finesse move. Because this looks good, but then there's check. Actually, I might have been okay there. He didn't actually have anything now that I look at it. Oh, no, he had this. No, he didn't. So actually, I could have played rook f7. Because after queen h3, king g1, he doesn't have any more checks. That's funny. I actually could have played that. Well, but then again, he could force a queen trade. But I'm still better there. But yeah, I didn't want to allow the counterplay, so I played king g2. Now I play rook f7, and well, he had a better move here. I thought he could just like, oh no, either I said no matter what, I'm going here now. Yeah, it's too late now. Yeah, just mate. Okay, let's look at that with the engine. But I'm pretty happy with how I played that. I think it's going to be a straight curve up, like just like a 45 degree. The lighting is too. There we go. The lighting is better now. A little bit. It's so sensitive. Yeah, there we go. That's the graph. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. Oh, no inaccuracies even. We like that. The bird is the word. The bird is the word. Ugh. 3 wins. Hat trick on the board. Hat trick on the board today. So let's see what I could have done better because I'm a psychopath. Well, I don't know. I mean, the computer liked what I did, but was there any? Yeah, this was interesting though. Bishop c5. I was curious about this. So yeah, casting is good. I guess this was, yeah, just queen f3. I played it right. Knight a3. Yeah. Yeah, bishop c5 is good. g4 right away, even the computer says. The bird is just too good here. Yeah, it still wants g4. It just wants to start attacking because black doesn't have anything here. Again, the computer just had g4 every move. It's saying 97 right away, but I thought if I played 97, it likes queen d2 too, but I thought if I go here now, then it wants to go to a3. I don't understand that. No, I like my move better. And yeah, g4. No, this is good. The computer really doesn't have any complaints. h4 was best. It's saying I can sack the exchange now. And then h5 or rook g4. Really? I don't know. That seemed unnecessary. No. I like the way I played it. Mine's safer. Oh wait, never mind. Oh yeah. I played rook g4 and then rook takes f4. I like the way I played it. I don't have any regrets. I have no regrets. Yeah. The only downside is I didn't really learn anything from the game. That's kind of a bummer. Guys, I think I'm going to end it there because 3 wins, that's rare for me. I'm still sub 2100, so it's kind of embarrassing, but I'll take it. I'll take the 3 wins. So I played 3 games, I think, today, plus the puzzle streak warm-up, of course, and I won all 3 games. So what was it? So we had a bird, another bird, and what was this? Oh yeah, kind of a mainline Najdorf. So pretty cool. Yeah, I will be back tomorrow around the same time. Thanks for watching. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good night. See you in about 22 hours from now.